Good morning. As you can see, I've been given the job of cleaning the silver for Christmas. Not that we have anyone coming for a meal, but any excuse. Today is Friday the 18th of December, and we are looking at the question, what is Jesus like? And we're looking today at Revelation chapter 1 and verse 16. His face was like the sun shining at full strength. I was telling our Connect group that I once had a dream about Jesus. He must have been, I think, about 12 years old, and he was walking in a great crowd. A lot of them seemed to be sort of doctors of the law and important people, so I guess he must have been in the temple precincts. Well, and none of that's important, but what is important is as I was standing by the roadside, myself in a crowd of people, this 12-year-old boy, Jesus, looked at me, and I can still feel the electricity that ran through me when he looked at me. Jesus looked at me, and he knew me. I mean, he looked right inside me, into my heart. He looked into my mind. He looked into my very soul in a way that nobody else has ever looked at me. And looking at me, he knew me and loved me. And he saw in me things that I'd never seen in myself. He didn't even need to speak. I know something of what Zacchaeus must have felt like when Jesus looked up into the sycamore tree and said to him, Zacchaeus, come down. I want to come to your house today for a meal. Me? Zacchaeus, knowing who he was in the eyes of his contemporaries. Zacchaeus, knowing what a flawed and failed child of God he was. Zacchaeus, knowing that of all people he was the one who would never have qualified to enjoy Jesus' company. I believe in that moment when Jesus looked at him, Zacchaeus fell in love with the Son of God. His face, says John in the book of Revelation, was like the sun shining at full strength. Will you ask today the Lord Jesus to look at you? Allow him to gaze at you right into the very heart of your being. When you feel his gaze, you will never ever be the same person again. Look, it's a poor illustration, but let me give you an example of what I'm trying to say. The silver, it gets tarnished, it gets old, it gets manky, it gets black, and then we polish it to make it shine again. And that is exactly what Jesus does. He takes who we are, an old Zacchaeus, an old has-been, or an old nothing, and he polishes us up, and he can see in us things that we can't even see in ourselves. And he polishes us up, and he makes us to shine with an incandescent glory that we never even knew we were capable of. We all, says St. Paul, with unveiled face, beholding the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into his image and likeness. I hope you feel something of the message of God for you today. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are, whatever you've been, will you just have a look at Jesus and allow him to look at you and allow him to see in you something you cannot even see in yourself and begin to polish you up and make you somebody very, very special. God bless you. Have a good day.